Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, what I want to do is fix up something that really annoys me in my engine bay. It's one of kind of three things I have left that I would like to sort out in this engine bay. So that is going to be fixing this gap here I have between the APR carbon fiber cooling tray, which I really like the way it guides air, especially paired up with this FQ vent. And I really like this heat shield from Evolution by Design. Bolts down to the factory location and really stops a lot of this hot air from coming up underneath and to the side. So a really nice bit of gear. But the issue I have is since I changed from an OEM cooling plate and snorkel, which has the clips in it, which holds this in place, because that's actually what this is designed to do, is to be held in place by the clips. Since I've got rid of that, I don't have anything for this APR tray and this to sort of match up and sort of meet together and hold it in place. So I've actually put this little bit of rubber here, and it makes the gap look not as bad, as you can see, but still this is not how it's meant to sit. So what I've done is I've actually just picked up one of these, which is the OEM airbox snorkel. Not sure if that's what you call it. So yeah, it's a genuine Mitsubishi part. Got this from AK Racing because when I put the aftermarket intake on my car, which is originally the AEM, sorry, I sold my OEM full intake, including this, to someone, and didn't really realise this is probably a part I should have kept, but yeah, didn't realise I needed it at the time. Now I definitely wanted it back, so yeah, I've gone and I bought a new one. So I'll just quickly open this up. So this is the piece. Problem is, it's not going to fit because of this bit of plastic here, because this needs to now go underneath the APR tray in the factory location, and then this will sit on top, so that means I'll have these clips to kind of hold this heat shield in place. So thanks to my friend Justin for the idea. He originally came up with this because he ran the APR tray with his factory airbox originally, and when you're running the factory airbox you definitely want to keep this kind of snorkel to clip into it. I guess it's going to guide air best, even though you have really good air channeling, I guess you call it, with this APR tray, because as you see it does lift up here, but still it was best to run it with this. So what he did was actually cut this ridge off with a Dremel, and then this will actually sit down underneath the APR tray, clip into place, and then I'll have these clips to hold this heat shield in place. So that's what I'll be doing today. So yeah, hopefully this fixes this issue. But yeah, with that said, let's cut this lip off, pull the APR tray off, and see if it all works. Okay, so I've got my Dremel, or my knockoff Dremel. It's cheap, super cheap auto one, rotary tool. Unsure what exact tool I'm going to use, and I've just got to try and cut this, or just sort of like grind it down. But give it a start. Guys, so I've cut it off. May have gone a bit crazy. So I cut this piece off too, because obviously I don't have the factory blow-off valve piping, so I don't need that to hold it. But yeah, as you can see, I've cut it. Started off here, kind of see what I was doing, and then my glasses I had were kind of fogging up and I couldn't actually see, but I was actually cutting through the snorkel itself. Luckily I realised before I cut too far. But yeah, it's could have been a bit of a fail if I had have cut that and it fell apart, but this should be fine. So I'm going to try and get this on. Okay, Racing gave me a couple of clips as well, which is good. I have spares, but it's good to get extras. So let's try and get this where it's meant to sit, which is here, there and there. So that's now in place. Get that out of the way. So I'll now grab my APR tray and see if it will sit on there. Okay, so still hitting here, so I'm just going to cut this section as well, because as you can see, just hitting that. That part's fine. I think everything else is okay. May just cut a bit more of this off here. And I think that's it. It's just those two sections. So back to the Dremel, but already tell it's going to be a lot better. And we'll probably repaint this soon. Did have it done in like a matte paint and wasn't happy with it. One day, just quickly out of nowhere, without prepping it properly, I just painted it gloss black, and yeah, should have prepped it. But yeah, so let's move this back out of the way, get the snorkel back off, and we'll just do a little bit more cutting. Alright guys, so got the API tray back on, everything's looking great. Finally holding this intake heat shield in place, so super happy with that. And I was about to end the video and I realised there's something that I've been meaning to do, which is this MAF sensor, which I've obviously removed. So what I'm doing is I've got this bit of carbon fibre offcut that my friend Justin gave me, so massive thanks to him. So he's done this is a bit of leftover. What he did, and I'm now doing, is I'm actually cutting a little piece of carbon as like an overlay. Let me just put the camera down. So what I'm aiming for is, rather than this being what you see, it will basically be this. So probably haven't done the best cutting job ever, but just cut this little edge. Like I said, I cut it from this piece here. So yeah, I've cut a little edge off here. Going to now cut the other edge off, and then I think that's about what I need. Maybe take a little bit more off this side. So what I'm doing, this stuff's really easy to cut. Just basically putting this bit of tape basically where I want the cut to be. So yeah, that's about right. Pulling it off, and then just simply grabbing the Dremel. There we go. So yeah, I now have this little cover, which I'm going to just put some double-sided tape down. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's going to be an awesome little addition. So I'll clean this off a little bit first and find which side of this I'm going to use, and then yeah, I'm going to stick that on. Alright guys, check that out. How cool is that? Yeah, it's obviously a factory MAF sensor with just a little piece of carbon stuck on, but when it is in the car, look at that. Rather than just seeing a little bit of black plastic, it's got a light. So yeah, rather than seeing just a little bit of black plastic there, you now see a bit of carbon weave. That is really cool. So yeah, massive thanks to Justin for just giving me that little bit of offcut and the idea. Obviously, that's all his idea. I've never seen anyone do that before. So yeah, props to him. And yeah, while we're giving props to Justin, he's going to be today's video shout out. So yeah, what I'd like to do at the moment, I've done it once so far, is just give a shout out to another YouTube channel that I really like. And yeah, so today I'm going to tell you guys to go check out Justin's channel. So it's Juzzy Evo X. So yeah, I'll put a little overlay over here on the screen of his channel and some of his videos. So you should definitely go check him out. He hasn't made a video in a while. He's sort of slowed down a little bit, but yeah, as you know, people get busy, especially having kids and stuff. So hopefully he'll get back to making some more videos soon. But in the meantime, you've got plenty of videos to check out. He's got like 52 videos, I think, on his channel, and some really helpful DIY stuff. So yeah, he actually gave me the idea for both of these things, and even gave me this carbon fiber. So couldn't be any more thankful to him. It's really helped me out with a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'd like to tell you guys to go check out his channel and yeah, give him a subscribe. Check him out on Instagram as well. I'll put his Instagram on the screen also. But yeah, so I'm stoked with this. How about I just plug my sensor back in, pop these two screws in, and then yeah, we'll see how it looks. Alright, we are all back together and done. And yeah, for a little last second mod, stoked on this one. And yeah, definitely on this good fitment I have now with the heat shield. I'm actually going to go pick up a new pod filter in the next few days, because this is normally like a bright blue, kind of similar to the other blue in the engine bay, and it's really faded now. So yeah, really happy with this engine bay, to be honest. There is 2 more pieces coming that are titanium, and then I have the wire tuck happening very soon. I was going to do it myself, but just decided to let a mechanic friend do it for me. So yeah, wanted to make a video on it, but after talking to some friends, one who ended up having to get his car towed because he, it's just it's meant to be pretty easy, but it's really fiddly trying to feed wires through the intake manifold. So one of my friends who did his own ended up stripping one of the wires, and then obviously couldn't then start his car, had to get it towed to get finished off. So since I have this tandem single garage at the moment, if I was to do that, it would mean pretty much my car is stuck in here, have to push it out, get it towed. Yeah, just thought, why not get it done properly? It's not something I want to stuff up. So yeah, that is happening in the next month, pretty much. And getting all these blue pieces repainted very soon. Really happy with Letitia's that were done in red. So yeah, getting the same guys to paint mine for me rather than just doing it myself. Just need to pick a colour, and I really want to stick to this kind of colour now. So I just need to find a similar shade of blue with lots of sort of like flecks in it and stuff. And then just take these pieces off and get them painted. And then yeah, I have 2 more titanium bits coming. Could be more after that, but then I think basically the engine bay I'm really happy with at that stage. So yeah, we'll paint my intake heat shield again, but other than that, this is looking great. So yeah, it was just a stuff around at home day today, other than going to pick up this snorkel from AK Racing. But yeah, just playing around in the garage and managed to get a pretty good result. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up down below. It does actually help the channel, surprisingly. I know it sounds weird and people always ask you to like their videos, but it actually does help. So if you've been watching it, and even if you didn't really like it, wasn't the best video, just give it a like anyway, help me out, why not? But yeah, and also put any comments you have down below. So likes and comments do actually help a YouTube channel grow. It shows YouTube that people are watching and are engaged and taking the time to actually, you know, put a like and a comment. So yeah, if you could do that, I would appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos like this and anything to do with Evo 10s and rally arts, then definitely consider subscribing to the channel. But with all that said, that is going to be it, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.